On scenic Highway 1 between San Fran and LA lies the charming town of San Luis Obispo. They have mountains, beaches, wineries, and Miners Ace Hardware, one of the coolest hardware stores on the planet.
So we're in the hardware business in San Luis Obispo County, and we have some locations around this area, but this is central for us. We always wanted to get into this area, and an opportunity finally came up in late 2009, early 2010 for us to get here.
Before Miners bought the location, it was another hardware store, but it had separate buildings. It was difficult to navigate. So coming through and trying to re-establish what would be a good flow was quite challenging, and they had to do a lot of work physically within the buildings in order to accomplish that.
Everything was designed so it would curve, the path would curve, and you couldn't see what the end of it was. And so it just drew you in literally 5 different directions. That's been extraordinarily effective.
It's really cool seeing a first-time customer come into this place and to see them walk right through the register barn and see the amazing displays that are out here and the colorful plants, the pottery, the patio furniture, and you can see that they're just amazed of how much detail that our staff puts into making this place look as great as it is.
Our nursery is awesome. We recently won an award for the best nursery, and in the write-up they said that it was a magical labyrinth filled with every plant that you could imagine. There's little hidden treasures in the plants. We have fairy gardens and things like that where they are looking at plants and then their attention might be drawn to something else that's spectacular to look at.
The building we are in now was still a lumber building from when the narrow gauge railroad came up the street right in front of us here.
It's part of the Historic Society here in San Luis Obispo, and we put a lot of energy into preserving what was already there and trying to add to it and make it usable. The slats in the floor for nuts and bolts is a terrible idea in theory, but it just kind of adds to the character of the building.
The store would best be described, I believe, as a great representation of a hardware store, positive experience for the customer, and when you walk in there, you can't help but go, wow, this is really a great place.
Service here, like John Van Huysen will tell you, it's our weapon in the world. That's how we stand apart from everybody else. In all our stores, we decided to do years of service on the badges for all the employees. It's a cool thing for the employees and the customers to know that we have people who've been here forever and know what they're talking about.
Working for Miners, it's a family-owned business and they're very connected to the community.
As a store manager, my requirement is to dedicate time to a nonprofit organization that I actually get to choose. What I'm doing is I participate in the food bank, packing up food for those that need it. I'm happy that Miners gives me that opportunity to, give back to the community.
It's one of the few jobs I've ever had that I just love all the guys I work with. It's a fun group.
I've seen some of the hardware stores that have won this award, and they really are cool. So it was very cool for us to find out we were one of the coolest. Makes it feel like all that hard work was actually paying off.
Congratulations to Miners Ace Hardware in San Luis Obispo, California, one of the coolest hardware stores on the planet.